What is up, everybody? I'm No Lux Given, and today we're going to be doing some more live commentary. The Sphinx was just changed in the most recent patch. It's now down to 40 health, but once you go down to 20 health, you grab a big book of spells. Your shop sells an extra spell. Your shop sells an extra spell. Your shop sells an extra spell for the rest of the game. So that's really sweet. Actually, that would be really interesting. If you can get back above 20, I think you lose your big book. So that part of the text does not have for the rest of the game. That is really interesting to note. Unfortunately, we cannot cast the Shard of the Ice Queen, but I'm going to pick a chicken up here. Excuse me. And I'm pretty excited to be able to play with the Sphinx here. I really like the Sphinx as a hero. It is a really, really cool hero, and I really, really like the Big Book of Spells. I said this on Discord earlier. Let me see if I can find it. It was on the official Storybook Brawl Discord, and I said, oh, yeah, okay, good note. We gotta be casting spells here. I could see selling the golden chicken to pick up the blind mouse just because there's cool things that Sphinx can do. Basically with Forking Rod, but also Moonsong Horn, I'll take that. But the question is it worth it on the Sphinx to lose 5 health? And I said that on just about every hero, I would take a penalty of 5 health if I got a big book of spells once I hit level or 20 or less health. I would basically make that trade on any hero because not only are you getting a big book of spells for free, a free really good treasure, one of my favorite tier 2 treasures, as you know, if you follow along on the channel, but I thought that was I got thrown off there. I thought that was a shrink drink. So you also get a free treasure slot, effectively, because it's not like you just get a big book of spells. You don't just get the tier 2 treasure. You just have that ability and can still hold 3 other treasures. So we're gonna look at a Peter Pants video tomorrow where I'm gonna spoil it a little bit here. Plug your ears if you don't want to hear this, but I've got Crystal Ball, Merlin's Hat, or Wizard's Hat. They might have renamed that one. No, it's still Merlin's Hat, but it's Wizard's Test. I'm just making sure I know everything going on with the new patch. Sorry. So plug your ears again. Crystal Ball, Merlin's Hat, and Big Book of Spells as Peter Pants, which is pretty good, but then I see Forking Rod as another option. And that's tough. I can't hold all 4, but with the Sphinx, you can. The Sphinx is basically like a hat and a big book of spells, so you can still grab a Forking Rod, a Crystal Ball, and a Wand of Weirding if you want to. You can grab absolutely everything. And speaking of grabbing absolutely everything, I really like this shop. I'd love to pick up multiple mummies, and I guess we can, right? If we sell both of these, we've got 9, so we can go Mummy, and True Love's Kiss. I definitely want to keep on casting here. It's a little bit awkward to try to stay strong, maintain my health total, while also talking about the benefits of losing my health total. But I'm going to go for this here. We're playing up against Sadrak, so Amy will get first attack here as my opponent attacks into this mummy. And all future True Love's Kisses are now free. Wah, wah, attention. All future True Love's Kisses are now free. It sounds like a Purge announcement, you know? That's what I was going for there. All crime will now be legal. And unfortunately, Amy did not grab that first attack, so we're going to take a little bit of damage because of that, but damage is good, right? Okay. I'm not sure how great that is for us, but you know what? I will take it for now, and then I will take a stag and a donkey and a free roll. Could pick up a Polywoggle. It's not the craziest idea. There's also a Wizard's Familiar and a Cinderella, but the thing is, so I do really like, and one thing to remind you, we looked at Merlin earlier this week. I do really like monster books on the Sphinx because monster books are going to discount future spells that we're able to find in the shop with the Sphinx. So going for monster books isn't a bad strategy, though I'm not sure if I just want to rush mages otherwise here. It's fine, especially Cindy is definitely a really good character. But if you look at the rest of the board, I mean, I'd love to find another True Love's Kiss for Amy, for instance. And we've got 3 tier 3 characters. Maybe we could find some pairs of some of those and try to grab Crystal Ball or something. That's obviously potentially huge on the Sphinx. And now I think that the ability to grab a free big book might actually reward you for trying to force mage strategies, whereas otherwise it was a little bit of a loose strategy to go for that. We're going to wind up taking a little bit of damage from Beauty, a little bit unfortunate, but where do we go from here? Again, we could take Cindy. I think I'm going to roll. I mean, I'd love to get rid of both of these despite the fact that they've got some extra stats on them. There's the Shrink Drink. We're seeing a lot of sleeping princesses as well. I'm going to roll past the Shrink Drink, and there we go. There's a card. But how do we make this one work here now? So, one of the ideas with the Sphinx is you could just cast an XP spell knowing that that is going to lose you a fight and put you into big book range. It's not the craziest idea here. I think that we probably lose. I mean, maybe if we get first attack with our stag, Amy and our Trojan donkey can carry it. So you know what? Let's rip it off here. I think Sharon's probably got a bunch of extra stats from her hero power, so not feeling super confident. Sorry, I was just checking out the board here. It's interesting that, like, Beauty can, and I was thinking about this the other day, Beauty can be missing health, but still be higher health than people that have a full health bar. So maybe we need to see, like, armor or something rather than a different progression for heroes that start with different amounts of health. This stag is never going to be lucky, is it? Alright, looks like we are not... Actually, Amy could still do some work here. I was going to say especially if the Trojan donkey gets to summon something, but nope, we're going to take more damage than we ever have. Down to 19, and Big Book of Spells is now ours. Okay, so I think I want to pick up Chupacabra. We only have one monster to deal with at the time being, but it's still probably good. Is this Krampus Bot? It is Krampus Bot. Ooh, we really should have saved that Wish Upon a Star for them then, huh? Because we did know we were going to play against Krampus Bot this turn. We've played against every other player. And let me load up the tracker while I'm thinking about it. All right, let's take Chup, and then let's roll for... I was going to say let's roll for Wish Upon a Star, but I think it's hard to pass up the end now. Okay, you know what? It's time to get learned here. Let's find out if we end this. Have we now lost our extra spell? I'm going to be really curious to figure that out. I think that that's a lot of fun just to experiment here. That's what we're doing with the live commentary. I don't really want to go out and die. How short would this video be? I don't want to have a 10-minute video, but we just gained some health. Maybe that gives us some more staying power. Half a mind to lock a Masquerade Ball, though we're going to be level 5 next turn. And I'm really curious. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think we're going to keep the Big Book of Spells or not? I think we're not going to. When I think about, like, Gingerbread Knight or something, I think that the technology is there to take what we've earned away from us, and I think that's exactly what we're going to see happen now in just a moment here. Chupacabra will get to slay, and we will get the win, which means we will get to figure out if we lose our big book here, trying to wish upon a star against us. Who do you think you are? I am. Well, we don't have it right now, but if we want it, we can get it back. That's kind of funny. I think that I want it back. Yeah, give me that big book. So this is really cool, getting to play around with some of the mechanics here. We're going to see the big book come back just as easily as it went. And we've got the opportunity to pick up Lightning Dragon plus Riverwash here. This is technically 4.1. So, playing up against Zippy, I've half a mind to just take the... Well, I want to take something so that we're a little bit less likely to take damage. Maybe I didn't need the Forbidden Fruit because we're going to take some more damage in just a second. I think I take the Lightning Dragon, and I think I do lock on to a River Wish Mermaid. Has this always been a 5/9, by the way? Oh, I've got a Zebra Corn here. Okie dokie. Well, let's cut the Zebra Corn and throw in a Lightning Dragon. And Angry is actually pumping up Amy. I just took it because it was a 10-15 and the first level 5 character that I saw. But I think that it could actually be a reasonable character for us. Ooh, I just realized better positioning at the last second. Dragon in 1 and moving Mummy to the back line. Unlucky, unlucky. Well, we are going to get some Angry hits in. That's fun. And we're both going to summon things off Donkey. We get a much better summon, though. We get a 14-14. Didn't even see what my opponent grabbed there, but I'll take a 14-14. I'll also take a Slay with Chupacabra, and Angry is going to town, baby. Love to see it. I don't think that's going to be enough to grab a win here. 16 times 2 is not enough, and we don't get the 50-50 there either. So not quite going to be walking away with super great stats, but now we get to take this. So I think we do want Lightning Dragon in 1, probably just cutting the Stag now that we've added the rest to the board. I think I do want River Wish Mermaid, though, here still. And then I think I grab Siren for the final spot. What did I just pick up? I just purchased, Golden Chicken. I'm debating the Gingerbread Party. Just for +1/+1 on Siren, though. I guess if that's what we're doing, we might as well just brew. Grab a brewski here. I mean, this is +1/+1 on everything for the rest of the game. So that is interesting. Yeah, I want that. So that requires selling basically everything. Then we grab this, then this, and this. I think that that's good. I think that a Gingerbread Party on Sphinx, just spending the time to cast some of these more expensive spells while we can, and we've got the big book of spells. I think that's what you want to do. But let's take a look here. We take out the Court Wizard. That's really good, but my opponent is quite large. They don't have a Romeo, but they do have a lot of other stuff. So we need to steal something right here. We do get a steal, but it's not going to be a big enough one, unfortunately. So we're going to take a little bit more damage, down to 6. Okay, this might be a really, really quick one. Next turn is 6.0. I feel like I want a Nyan Sea Terror just because it's got more stats than some of these other cards here, so I'm going to grab that. Okay. This gives us an opportunity. Both cantrip spells, you want to cast any cantrip spells on Sphinx whenever you see them, though some of these aren't super exciting. And then let's level up the Sea Terror. Wow, that's a downgrade, isn't it? I got nothing to do with that guy. I can Masquerade Ball, which is fun, but in order to buy this Shoulder Fairies, I'd have to sell 5 things. So what would that have to be if it was Lordy exactly? Then we could maybe grab it for some profit. Oh, it's Herc. I guess I lock a Hercules, but there's no way to make use of it right this second. Definitely an awkward turn for us. I think we're just going to wind up dying here. So maybe I'll give you guys something a little bit extra. Maybe I'll jump into one more after this because, I mean, it's a 14 video. It's experimental. I don't know. I feel like I can do a little bit better than that by y'all. Siren stealing Siren? Okay, well then we get to steal a ranged character. And how much health does it have? 12. So it survives this hit, but their Mad Mim is way too big, so that is going to take us out eventually. Drat, it actually takes us out for Xaxes. We were almost able to hang on there for a second. But yeah, let's jump into one more, I think, and see if we can't get a good one. I'll play just something random that isn't Goldilocks, because I'm not ready to break the Goldilocks streak just yet. Game number 13, it's on the horizon. I want to save it for a little bit. I don't know for exactly when, but not right now. Not after a 7th place finish game. Let's get it in after I'm feeling a little more confident, I think. Sometimes this does not connect. And I've been noticing here that all of my pictures are Romeos. Does everybody have this? Only Romeos as their pictures here? Ooh, that's a cool art. Let me check out some of these other arts here. Another Romeo? Let's just reload the game. Maybe I could be more patient. All right, well, now we're in it. And we could do another Merlin, Ivella, Miri. I think Ivella's good for live commentary. Miri's good if I just want to, like... Yeah, let's just go Miri, and I'm just going to hard force it because I'm already at the rank floor. And that way, I don't have to worry about only lasting 8 minutes. Because we're already 17 minutes into the video. So Miri's a perfect hero. Let's get 8th and go home. Give y'all a little bit more content. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut the Miri game. Maybe 17 minutes is good enough. So thank you guys very much for. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna stick with it, at least for a moment here. Miri's pretty brain dead though. I don't know what I will have to say about live commentary for Miri. I don't know. We could egg. That would mix it up a little bit. Mix it up with the egg. I don't know. That could be strong. That was a pretty good genie's wish there, by the way. That's why I went for it. Excuse me. I haven't done the math in a second, but I think you're like 1 in... So obviously you could get Shrink Drink. Oh, did not notice that comes in under the timer. That's awkward. You could grab Shrink Drink, or you could grab Roll the Die. Nice hit there, Lonely Prince. And there's like not too many other things that you could even grab. This would be great if we were the Sphinx, finding multiple copies of the same spell. That's pretty cool. Let's do it like this, and then probably grab a dwarf. It's a pretty dang good start for Miri, I have to say. So definitely not too shabby. You know what? I'm gonna stand up. Let's switch it up here. Okie dokie. Now we're being more active. All right, easy game, easy game. Oop, my mouse came unplugged while we were switching this over, but now we're back. So guess we'd have to do it like this. I was thinking if we were able to. I don't even know if it's right to sell the tiny for a non-royal though. Like obviously the Good Witch is so fantastic here, and I was thinking sell tiny, pick up Good Witch plus White Stag. And that's probably the strongest play that you could make. I just don't know if I want to just roll for Miri stuff. And then the question too is how do you order this board once you have this here? Stag in second position with only 3 frontline characters I think is a little sus. So we could do something like this. And I think I want to backline both eggs for now. Grandmother's taken some damage. No, she hasn't. It said she was at 45 health. But it also says she's missing health. Oh, grandmother starts with 50. That's right. Okay. A little confusing, yeah, to have 45 health, but still like significantly more health than everybody else. Well, not for long. Now you're sinking down there. And what are we doing here? We got a Luna's Grace. I think I'm just chicken and rolling. And then I suppose I'll take another stag. I don't really like Peep on Miri. Just doesn't go along with anything else that you're doing. I don't know, like, it's good with evil cards, it's good with summons cards. It just happens to be a royal. It is good with court wizard, I'll give her that, but for the most part I generally don't want to be peeping. So, not going to worry about that one. We will just pick up another stag for the turn and try to remain at 40 health for as long as possible. Next turn might be the turn where we try to pick up a Humpty Dumpty. We roll a little bit. I'm not going to worry, though, about picking up Sure Shots and Frog Princes. I mean, if we see them, I'll buy them. But I'm not going to stress about not getting them. I don't know. I just might totally roll off of the Miri of it all anyways. We'll have other options once we level up, potentially. Geppetto, pretty nasty. That's going to crack both of our eggs. Well, it's 50-50 to crack this second one, so... Okay, we keep the other one. That's something. I suppose that's nice. Like, even here, picking up the Peep just to flip the frog, I think is not worth it. I think we fruit and roll. And Brave Princess, well... I want Cindy too, but the question is, do we also want Brave Princess? And we could put it here so that it's getting... Yeah, I'm going to take it. And then I'm definitely taking Cindy. And this is some of the ways that you actually get Miri online with questing characters. And despite the fact that this is a 3.2 Brave Princess, it is supported by stags, but then... Once you get the Miri activations, you start pumping up the Brave Princess too. So it's one of the characters that you can pick up Brave Princess a little bit later. The other one being Peter Pants, just because it's so worth it to grab those tier 3 treasures. Interestingly, tier 3 treasures on Miri, not as important. Cursed Throne is now moved down to a tier 2. If I can find it, I'll take it, but not super concerned with that as a build around. Mainly Sky Castle. That's the make or break for Miri, and it's almost a reason to hang on to the golden chicken going into 4.0, just so that way you can buy as many tier 4s as possible. Looks like we're getting away with keeping this Humpty for one more turn, so that's been really good work for us. Here is Humpty number 3, but sadly we cracked Humpty number 1 or Humpty number 2, and here is Humpty number 4, but we're over that. I'll pick up Gingerbread despite being at 36. I know that looks a little bit sus, but this allows us to roll and try to find some other stuff. Okay, well, if I didn't pick up the Gingerbread Knight, then I could have picked up Romeo here. So now in order to afford Romeo, I'm going to have to sell both stags. And that's probably worth it. Though I like the stags for now. Yeah, we're just going to lock. I like the stags with the Brave Princess. So not going to be doing anything with that. We'll just frontline Juliet. Next turn we can shard an egg. which will tick down Cindy for free. So it's nice just to, I mean, that was part of the reason I cast the Forbidden Fruit, though. Probably casting that here regardless. And then, yeah, Romeo pickup should be a pretty nice power spike. And we'll hope to pick up more of those things. Yeah, Gingerbread Knight, again, on 36 health, a little bit sus, but I think you just want all of the tier 4s for Sky Castle as possible. And I'm thinking now eventually Brave Princess, we might activate it with a Helm of the Ugly Gosling. That could be funny if we make use of that. Baby Dragon hits the Brave Princess. Unlucky. Unlucky. I had a soccer coach that always said unlucky. And I loved that. Maybe that's part of where the inspiration for No Luck's Given comes from. But just the fact that nothing was, you know, intentional. Everybody gets a trophy. But sometimes people were unlucky. I think that's great. I think we don't want to start another one. And I think we don't want to pick up another Good Witch here either. Definitely grabbing a King, though, and could also go for a Court Wizard. Court Wizard becomes absolutely fantastic with the stags. So basically, if I sell 3 things, I can pick up 2 things here. So it looks like I'm selling Brave Princess, I'm selling the Good Witch, and then I either have to sell Sure Shot or one of these stags, but we're going to be locking this as well. And I think I'm just going to sell off a stag. So let's sell off the 3/3 stag. Let's pick up a Court Wizard. Let's pick up a 7/7 for this turn. And then I'm going to put this here. And I'm going to put this here. So we'll swap these two. Just stag in 1 is good enough. Playing a bunch of 7/7s, here's where we potentially start to take some damage. And they take out Romeo too, which is a little bit awkward. But I think we can actually win this fight. With a pumped up Court Wizard, that's a ton of stats. And unfortunately, we're not getting any bonus attacks right now. But we're 50-50 to get one here. Okay, and we lose. Down to 28. Those Gingerbread Knights are activating soon enough now. And I'd love to triple it as well. Okay, Stag's gotta go, unfortunately. And I guess so too does Sherwood Sure Shot. We just haven't connected on it. And the math works out perfectly here to do it like this. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, if this is a short one where we die quickly, we're just forcing royals. I don't think it's necessarily right or good, but I picked this hero because we could have a fun, quick game with it. And, yeah, I was thinking about going and getting some water. I think maybe I will on the next turn go run and grab some water. Just don't have any cold water in the fridge right now. But hopefully, I mean, I have been recording for like a half an hour. Maybe the water that I put in the freezer will be a little bit cold. Yeah, I think we're good. I really like, everybody's got their preference, you know, people like, some people don't like cold water. I don't like to drink water unless it's like frozen. I like ice water almost exclusively. And my opponent also has a Gingerbread Knight. We're helping them out, but our Gingerbread Knight, how we doing, is going to connect with theirs, so that's fun. Our monster, or we didn't get to take out the monster book first because usually that damages it as well, but not going to be the case here. And then my opponent's Gingerbread Knights are quite large. They've got less than 20 health, but are we going to? No, not going to have enough with Juliet. So we go down to 22, and now we finally get to start making a name for ourselves here. Let's triple up on this. Grab the corrupted throne. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Let's grab the Romeo as well. Well, we could find a tier 4 treasure. Like, I feel like the most looks at tier 4 treasures, the better. Is that better than a tier 6? I think so. Is this crazy? To use treasure map to grab a tier 4? I know this denies us world tree, but I thought it would give us a better chance. So, two really good options here. Fool's Gold is good for royals. But then we also have the option to put Coin of Sharon on Juliet, which is obviously a huge boon. Let's go for Coin of Sharon Juliet. I think that that's a good strategy here. We're going to pop these in. And then we still have a little bit of cash to roll and pick up some more royals here. We could Mask Ball find a... sure, I'll do it. It hits 2 4s as well. And a Jormungand. We've got Cursed Throne. Maybe we can make old Jormungand work. It's a little bit silly. It's definitely a little bit silly, but maybe we can make it work right now. Alright, Nutcracker is 1 hit away. Court Wizard's going to do its thing, and then Juliet, I think, can actually win us this fight, believe it or not. I don't know if this Tweedle is popped yet. Yeah, the Tweedle is not popped, but Juliet's just massive right now, so that's really good. Huh. I think the resummoned Juliet is still Juliet, and thus still gives us some stats there. I believe that that's what just happened. Alrighty, we could kidnap. Are they level 6 yet? Yes, of course. First attack, so that way we definitely put the coin on Juliet. Seems good to me. And then basically I'm done. If we found Gingerbread Knight here, we could sell off these two, but just gonna be rolling down. Alright, we'll have to take another Arthur. Half a mind to just sell the Nutcracker for Arthur, but I think that's just got to be a lock. Sell off the Gingerbread Knights too. We're teetering. We're almost... Wait, we're on top of this lobby right now? That's crazy. Okay. Wait, I think we're going to win this game because Jormungand is just an absolutely huge power spike with the rest of the lobby other than Grandmother. This is going to look weird because we might lose to Grandmother. And it's awkward to play them right now because I think we'd cream anybody else and really scale with the Cursed Throne. But I think we're actually in a good spot, believe it or not. We will want to triple the Juliet so that way it can start to get the passive King Arthur bonuses, but it does grab the Slay, which means Jormungand is free to roam about the cabin here. Jormungand's gonna take this thing. So that's really cool, and Court Wizard's gonna help. Court Wizard will be here. So yeah, that's a win against the level 6 Grandmother, and Juliet even grabs another Slay, so she should be at 14 attack now. Nice. Okay, that is how that works. Very, very cool. Let's find a Sky Castle. That's actually what I was gonna say. Let's find a Sky Castle. If it's not Sky Castle. What do we want to steal from Yepeto? Well, we did just see that the Bad Wolf is kind of doing a Royals thing. Nobody else is really going to be doing a Royals thing, though apparently Horde Dragon is. Horde Dragon's going to be mages, though, by the next time we run into them. Everybody's got a little bit in the way of mages. I think I'm going to go Krampus's Slay, though, here. Worst case scenario, we just skip on the treasure next turn, and that is A-okay. And then I'm also going to throw a Lancelot into the back line, I believe. At this point, we don't even gain that much from a Sky Castle. I mean, we'll still grab the Sky Castle. That'll triple up our Gingerbread Knights, which are... hanging on at above 20 health here still. But Reduplicator is the other tier 4 treasure that we really want. If we can start putting some additional stats onto Juliet, resummoning or summoning 2 of them rather. All right, so she doesn't grab the Slay, but she does grab the Coin of Sharon. So will that be enough? We are going to get the Gingerbread Knight here, hit here as well. And then Lance is going to get in here, and Romeo should be enough to clean up the whole dang thing. So really, really sweet one. What do we steal? We steal a Reduplicator. Oh, could this be a double Reduplicator game? Okay, I mean, it seems fun. Oh, I think because we picked them in that order, we can never grab the Reduplicator off of our own treasure. I think that's just how it works. So let's toss the coin. We'll find out. If we don't see that, we could almost run through all the tier 4 treasures this game. At the same time, I think I want to keep these ones. Now, here's where it gets tricky, because we could go Empress P here still. We pick up Empress P, we've got Sky Castle, it's gaining with Cursed Throne, we throw a Baba Yaga behind it, and it's really doing something. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure on that one. Either way, I don't think that we grab any of this stuff. I mean, I did say Ugly Gosling Helm, though we tossed our Brave Princess a while ago. It would have activated Lancelot, so that's kind of cute. I think I will grab this Empress P regardless. We'll see what we can do. Sure, I'll take some Jumping Beans. Here is this. This is just really cool. Alright, now we're going to just roll down. Blarg. Okay, well, we want this. We skip the treasure. And, alright, we didn't find anything in that shop. Sorry, there was a lot to do that turn. We saw like 5 treasures or something crazy. Jormungand, unfortunately, well, Juliet doesn't slay, and that makes things tough for Jormungand there. Really unfortunate. We are going to grab the treasure from Lancelot, though. So, here's where things get tricky. I mean, we've got a Riverwish Mermaid. If we can find a treasure with the word support on it, it's going to be pretty tempting to take. Especially, okay, I was going to say especially Horn, because Horn would work with the Boomhilda. One thing I have to remember, too, is Oni Tyrant is kind of cracked, because all of our characters are monsters. I don't know. I don't know what we do with any of this. Evil Eye is really, really cool if we start Jormunganding. Maybe we toss the Reduplicator and potentially move in this direction a little bit. We're still going to play this for now. Could throw in Boomhilda, though, back here. It's really not that bad. No, let's look for Baba Yaga. I believe in the Baba Yaga. Let's just grab this. And then, of course, we finally triple the Juliet. Gonna have to skip on this one. Yeah, that's fine. And, of course, we're gonna lock onto that one. Ooh, try to cast the Burning Palm on the Empress P before we left. Not going to work out. We are going to kill their Oni Tyrant. Is that enough? Killing the Oni Tyrant. Empress P did not grab Coin of Sharon either, because Coin of Sharon's gone. And my opponent never found an Aeon. So that's kind of terrible for them. Jormungand, massive. Able to take down a fairy there. So that should be good enough to grab the win here. All right. Good enough. Oh, and we get a kill on Horde Dragon. Like, that's the thing. This lobby's almost dead, and that's kind of what I was saying. It is going to be a rather quick lobby. So what's awkward here is I'm tossing Sky Castle for, like, Pandora's Box. That would be sweet. Okay, wait. Mimic Chest. That's fun. Spear of Achilles is cool, but now we've got Mimic Chest plus Evil Eye plus Cursed Throne. I mean, I really need a Baba Yaga. But Baba Yaga gets to go really silly. No real reason to dream out right now. So let's not worry about that. And then I think I actually just pick up an Oni Tyrant. Okay. And then I guess I'll play Juliet over... you know what? I could even just do this. Is that silly? Just try to pump up the Empress P as much as possible? Seems good to me. And then we'll roll this. So still really looking for Baba Yaga, and obviously we can cut this King Arthur quite easily. But this is reasonable. It's just not great. Like, we're giving a bunch of River Wish Mermaid triggers on all of our cards, and I guess we do have double Cursed Throne. I did not consider that. We do have double Cursed Throne, but Empress P is going to need some help. That's why we're playing both Arthurs here as well. My opponent with Jormungand, we get to take out one of them. Oh, and then Oni Tyrant's helping out Empress P. Oh, she was 66 to slay there. That is so unlucky. That is so unlucky. We still do have an absolutely massive River Wish Mermaid, and our Jormungand is bigger than theirs, but man, if that wasn't unlucky as heck. We will still walk away from this one with a win and a kill on Loki, and potentially that brings us into the finals here. So much for an 8-minute game. We went the distance, and now we are back up against Grandmother. I'd love another Oni. I'd love Baba Yagi. River Wish Mermaid, I think, is too little too late. I think I will even settle now for a Boomhilda, and there she is. So I think that we want to grab Boomhilda. That adds so much stats to Empress P. It is still a monster. It'll help Empress P slay. It'll grab all of those stats from Empress P being a ranged character and a support, so that all seems really good. I could try to steal their Lancelot. I'm not above it. We could also just go out in a blaze of glory. Crazy thing here is, if we win, we're all done. And if we lose, we're sitting pretty. I think this is worth locking onto, but I'm not sure that we cast it. And I'm also not sure what we'd cast it on. Boomhilda, Oni Tyrant, all going to be reasonable options. We're going to have to really look at my opponent's numbers and see just how close we get if we do fail to slay this combat. Though, if we do slay, all right, Good Boy dying first is not great for us, and we fail to slay by 1, but Empress P is going to slay. Unfortunately, Jormungand's dead, so that's awkward. Oh wow, the River Wish Mermaid just barely held on there, which is beautiful, So we actually grabbed the win and put them to 1! We put Grandmother to 1 there. Wow. Okay, well, with how close we just were, it really does feel like we send this Oni Tyrant to the moon and we win, right? That's crazy that we won. And we won a 1-3 there. We were 50% to lose that combat. So if we were 50% to lose, is this enough? Like, that's the other question you gotta ask, but we're still at 23. So I'm gonna go for it. Let's throw an Oni Tyrant onto the board. We're scaling, like, we missed by 2, but we're getting +4/+4 each turn on Lancelot. And we're giving Lancelot an additional +13 now when it attacks. So we only have to slay once, and if we can find a Baba Yaga still, we get to go crazy with it. We'll probably, like, I don't know, probably just cut the River Wish Mermaid for Baba Yaga, because right now this has 2 instances of Cursed Throne, plus 1 instance of Lancelot, and then it has 3 instances of River Wish Mermaid. So despite no Baba Yagas, this Lancelot, I believe I just counted out 6 slays, which is pretty impressive. And then Empress P is getting triple the bonuses from support, so she's getting 3 of these times 3 plus 2. So I believe she has more than that, but we're going to have more than that as we do grab our slays. I was about to just rewind the footage here, but this is a live combat here, so no rewinding to be had. We won't be able to take out the Echo Wood with our Jormungand, but we will be able to take it out with our Boomhilda. Oh, and then we lose. We lose to a huge Lady of the Lake. Wow, okay, I was counting my chickens, for sure, but you can see that we're pretty likely to not win. Huh. So how do we make our board better? Do we have to add a Cupid in there to try to take out my opponent's Echo Woods? Maybe. Is that what they did? They upgraded the Good Boy this turn? Yes, they upgraded the Good Boy. Well, shoot. All right, Baba Yaga. Not quite. This is quite strong. Seems good. It's going to get plus 26 when it attacks. So that'll be able to slay still. Though we could also do this. No, because then this doesn't slay. So we need to give this some slays. There's even more slays. I'll sell this, see what else we can find. Here's another Empress P. But I'm not really sure what we can do with that. Who cares? Let's go with this. Let's see if one Medusa is enough to scam my opponent. I don't think so. But, alright, it didn't attack into the best attacks for us. We are still going to have a huge backline, but our Jormungand's unable to do anything, and our frontline. So we're going to take a little bit more damage here again. We're going to go down to 4. Okie dokie. And now it is time to throw it all away. Do we want even more scam? Probably. Oh, here's some more scam. Not quite. Not quite. There's some more scam, though. So it's a little bit tricky still. We would need another support character here to really take advantage of the Empress P getting a bunch of stats to the back line. So another Boomhilda is not crazy. The Jormungand's a little bit awkward, but I think we do need another Boomhilda in here, so that way we've got some ranged characters. So I think we sell off this, and then let's sell Romeo plus Juliet, pick up Boomhilda, lock onto Boomhilda. We have 10% to tie. The Medusas are certainly going to be strong. The Empress P is now no... Oh, it does still slay. It does still have double slay because of Cursed Throne. So if one of our 2 Medusas gets attacked into here, then we still have a lot of play. And this is really great attacks. We totally wrecked their Echo Woods. This is a win, baby. This is a win. And we grabbed the slays. That's how you scam them, baby. No luck's given. This was a sweet one. This was a really sweet one to look at in live time here. And was a little bit unexpected. Miri generally not something that you think of getting there. But we tried really hard, and we found the 30%ers in 2 of those 3 fights. So, good stuff. Played to our outs, got the win. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'm No Luck's Given. Peace.